Hi everyone, Megan here with you again. It's been amazing to be this week's host for Procure at Home Summer Series. We are definitely missing seeing all of you at our in-person vendor events. We just have so much fun at our Procures, but you are getting creative with us because these are just times that we're doing the best that we can and pivoting how we can. And so thank you for just tuning in and following along just to get to know these amazing women, business owners in our community and just learn more about them and their companies and the amazing work that they're doing. So today we have Michelle here with City Sewing Room. So I will let her talk more about the company and what they're doing and all that.
Okay, thank you so much for the introduction, Megan.
Yeah.
I'm Michelle Kidwell. I'm one of the instructors at the City Sewing Room. The sewing room is owned by Anne, and she is a lovely instructor as well. Here at the City Sewing Room, we are a community sewing space. It's a great place to come in and learn and create. We have multiple class options, and we have multiple drop-in workspaces. So the great thing about the City Sewing Room is the space. The tables are about 6 feet. Some of them are 10 feet. So we have plenty of space. And now that we have made some business adjustments for COVID and being conscious of COVID, we have a limit of 10 people in the space at a time, generally 2 instructors, and then 8 students or 8 drop-in seamstresses. You can come in and drop in, and you don't have to necessarily take any sort of instruction. You can just use all of the great community things like the work tables, the sewing machines. We have one heavy-duty, high-quality industrial iron that is my favorite piece, a couple of sergers, plenty of dress forms. We have a huge long-arm Bernina quilting machine that makes quilting a breeze.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's really great. So those are really some of like the best attributes, I think, of the space. Plus we also offer option to sew with any of our notions and fabric that we have at our Maker's Mart, which is another really lovely feature of the City Sewing Room. The majority of it is, so we are a nonprofit. We are in the process of getting our 5013C, and we are majority funded by the donations of fabric, sewing machines, buttons, notions, things like that, that we then sell at our Maker's Mart, which is $1 a pound for fabric. We sell some of these great machines like behind me. There's a Cricut machine for sale, a serger. These are some of the piles of fabrics that we have, trims, buttons, yeah, all those good things. Anything you need to craft. Oh, we've got lots of great vintage patterns. We've got lots of great craft books also donated. Just think everything crafty that you would find at a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby, but already pre-loved in some cases, or, you know, vintage dead stock type prints. So there's some great finds.
That's amazing. So where are you located then? Just so people can.
Okay, we are located at Ivanhoe and Arsenal, right at 44.
Okay.
Right on the corner, yeah.
Amazing. And so the City Sewing Room is, so tell me, like, with it's the Maker's Mart or Maker. Okay, so how is that working right now? Are there any like adjustments y'all have had to make with you know, just the change this year?
Yeah. So like what I mentioned before, we do require masks obviously in the space, but we have, like I said, a 10-person limit. And if someone's in shopping the mart, then we ask anybody else to wait outside. Usually we don't have a problem. We don't usually meet our 10-person maximum. It's generally like 5 to 8 people in the space at any general time. We did scale back our hours a little bit. We are now open Tuesday through Thursday, 12 to 8, and then Saturdays, 12 to 4. With the Mart, we've also started listing things on Facebook Marketplace, through Instagram, and they're working on, you know, setting something up with the website so that you can buy bundles of fabric, you can buy the machines, you can buy bundles of buttons. All of that is kind of pre-bundled in these little craft things, and then there's a great pickup box outside for contactless pickup.
That's great. So I can come shop some supplies, and then could I bring them into the sewing room and be like, okay, I got some stuff.
Absolutely, yes. You could
Help
shop
me make.
supplies. Yeah, you could do it all at once. You could drop in and stay, or you could shop, come back, maybe get a pattern that you love, or get the pattern you love here and buy the fabric elsewhere, and then come back in for instruction. We have a patterning class. We offer children's classes too,
Oh,
which
that's
we do,
amazing.
yeah. We start with crafts and simple stuff and then get them into patterning if they want to learn how to make a skirt for themselves, or if they want to learn how to make pajama pants for themselves. We also offer a high schooler class now. That's like scrunchies, pajama pants, the same kind of stuff.
Yes.
But it gets everybody into learning how to read a pattern and understanding the sewing machine and the basics.
Yeah, I love that. I'm also thinking for my 4-year-old too, who loves
Yeah.
crafting and making things. I'm like, I
So
need to
our kids,
bring
oh,
her
yeah,
in.
our kids classes do start at age 9.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah,
That's
we don't
another
have
couple.
anything, yeah, for 4 or 5, like kindergarten,
Yeah,
not at that level yet, but we
yeah,
have
that's
age
okay.
9 and
That's
up.
still good to know. I imagine the parents are thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they're
What,
like, yes.
yeah.
Our kids' classes have been very popular over the summer. The majority of them have a lot of outside components. They've done some great tie-dye projects outside and then come in and sewn with that fabric. And so, yeah, the kids' classes have been very popular. You sign up for those online. Pre-registration is required. They are 25 for an hour and a half on Saturday mornings. And then
Okay.
the high schooler one is Wednesdays, 25 for 2 hours. Yeah, 25 for 2 hours on Wednesday afternoons.
That's awesome. And all of this is on your website too, the
Yeah,
citysewingroom.com.
yeah.
Amazing. Is there anything else specific that y'all are doing right now that you would just want to highlight a little bit more, or any specials that you're running that you'd want to talk about?
The two things I do want to highlight that has kind of come out of COVID, we were offering these classes before, but they've gained in popularity. And I think it is because people have cleaned out their closets and they want to, save their clothes. They were like, oh, that button's off, or, oh, I wanted to hem these pants and I haven't gotten to it. So we offer an alteration class on Thursday nights, 6 to 8. That's also $20. It's a 4-person class, and you bring in the items you want to alter, and then that's the class I teach. So then I work with you and I go through each step. Sometimes we can do the cheat way for very quick, fast hems, or we can do the very proper way if you have something that's really beautifully tailored and you want to maintain the integrity of the garment. And
Yeah.
the other thing we offer is sewing machine basics. So let's say you cleaned out your garage and you found your grandma's sewing machine and you're like, how do I use this thing? Because I want to, make new curtains, or I want to make that thing that I've been saying I'm going to get to eventually.
Right.
So Sewing Machine Basics is a great class for that. It gives you a full tutorial, and that is also sign up online, and it is $30.
Awesome. I was just about to ask because I grew up with women who are amazing at sewing, and like my mother-in-law now, like I feel like everyone around me knows how to sew, but I just do not. And so like it's just been one of those things that I'd love to tap into, and just having the resources close by too. So can if it's all in one class, can you take does it matter like kind of where your skill level is at? Like if I know nothing about sewing and I'm like, hey, teach me everything.
Yes. Yeah. So for the most part, all of the classes are very beginner level. Like they
Okay.
can be kind of, everyone can start at that set. If you're a little
Yeah.
more intermediate, that's no problem. We can definitely work with you from
Okay.
there. So
Great.
if you want to start with like a basic sewing machine basics is where you want to go. But if you have a little bit of knowledge of sewing, like you're saying, you could still bring your items in for alterations and we'd be able
Great.
to work from there. If you've got a little bit of familiarity with a general sewing machine, we can definitely work with you from there.
Love that.
Um, yeah, yeah. So
That's
it's very
helpful.
flexible.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I love that. Okay. I love that y'all are close by and available and just like making things work right now. And like you said, it's that time where I know I've definitely been pulling things out of my closet and would love to just like salvage them and, just do crafts and just so many great things right now that y'all are offering. So just thank you for doing what you do. And, yeah, it's been amazing getting to know you more in the business.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to give us this spot to highlight what a great space the community sewing space is. And I really hope that more people, or maybe any of our viewers, are really excited about crafting something and give it a
Absolutely.
call.
Yeah, so they'll be able to hear all about what you just said, like on our, on our Instagram feed, and we'll have it on our website and give like really easy access to your website so they can sign up for classes and get to know y'all more. So amazing! Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Megan.
All right.
Nice to meet you.